rage not coming down, not socializing with anybody for 2 weeks in a row, not really ever answering people's questions. When you asked me, am I in your radar? And when I brought it up a couple of days later, and I said, why would you say that? And you said, well, did you answer my question? And my response to you was something like, I've asked you 1,000 questions and you haven't answered any. Why should I answer your one? You know, you want me to reveal things about myself, but you're not willing to reveal anything. You've never talked any kind of game with me whatsoever, and you're asking me questions about my game.
But I've never asked you a question about your game.
You asked me if I was in your radar. That's a game
That's
question.
okay. That's one regarding
That's
me.
That's an enormous question. I've never asked you any game questions about me.
No, but you told me. You told me not to put Danielle up.
Yeah.
That's gameplay.
Yes, it is. But that was also revealing something about me. Mm-hmm. You haven't revealed anything about yourself. So when you asked me that question and asked me to reveal something again about myself, I was just like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to. Now, where do I want to go from here? There's a few things I want to touch on. Considering your sources, you, and I don't care if you deny or whatever, and I don't care who you tell, because I've talked about it with other people, you have made an enormous target on yourself with your alliance with Jen and with Mike. And if you think it's a secret, you guys are kidding yourself, because you guys are huddled up all of the time talking game. And I walked in on you, I was making a joke, and I'm like, I walked in the bathroom and I felt like I caught you all masturbating. The looks on your faces, and
that's an embarrassing word.
That's it, the most embarrassing situation, where you would stop and freeze and like you are so busted.
We were where?
In the bathroom when I walked in your first
Downstairs?
time. Yeah. I've never walked into the HOA.
I know, that's what I was thinking.
Never. So, and that was just one time. When it's been quite a few other times, and when you guys were all huddled up in my bedroom, and I opened the door, walked in, laid on the bed right between you, and just stayed there. I'm like, the fuck is going to happen in my room? You go up in the HOH if you're going to do this shit. And I didn't
That's
leave.
my room. I'm coming down here on Thursday night, you know.
It's my room too.
I know, you're going to sleep with me.
And it was my bed. And I wanted to take a nap, and I walked in and laid in the middle of you guys, talking game, guaranteed, with the door closed. So, I don't know if you guys think that you're being sneaky about it, but you've made yourself a target to the rest of the house.
Okay, this is all I thought about that changed.
I can't be any more straight up with you than I am
No, that's
right
fine.
now.
The only thing that bothered me with you was what you told me with a kiss on the cheek. You
am I the Godfather?
No. And then...
Wait, what do you mean?
And then say that you would put me up right after nominations.
I never
You said, thank you very much.
I never said I'd put you up.
No. Well, no, that's what I heard.
Well, like I said, I don't know if you heard it from Joe or who you heard it. You didn't hear it from me. I don't know who the hell is telling you what, but a lot of things have come back to me that I haven't said either. And let me tell you,
I was just like
right now,
puzzled.
With Joe on the block, I'm making sure that every single person knows, if you have any question of anything that he says before he leaves, because he is going to leave. I am not leaving. I have not been nervous one iota, even when I was up on the block with Danielle.
Right.
I knew it was coming.
Right.
It wasn't a surprise. It would be a surprise if she didn't put me up. And I knew that Joe was going to be the replacement. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Surprise? No. So, and I know that goddamn well, and Joe knows that I'm staying. And I would be very, very surprised. To be honest with you, I think the worst case scenario would be 7-3. I wouldn't be surprised if you were the only one that voted for Joe. Just would be 7.
Nervous about it was because I'm like, well,
Joe.
I'm nervous about it because what I heard and what you told me, and I was like, gosh,
what did I tell you?
You said, I'm nervous. You came up in the kitchen after I nominated, and you came up and you kissed me on the cheek and said, thank you so much. You go, I owe you. And then you started walking around and you go, I mean it, I owe you one. And you volunteered that without me having to ask you. And it meant a lot to me. Maybe it shouldn't have meant as much to me as it did.
All of a sudden it's like, Kail versus Dick show.
No, it just meant so much to me. And then to hear, I'm like, cool, and then to hear that you like, oh, if I ever get HOH, I'm putting Mrs. Robinson up.
Let me tell you.
And then I was like, well, wait a minute. Did he just fly by night say that to me? I took it to heart.
Why in the world would I say to your face, Mrs. Robinson, and then go behind your back? I haven't done anything behind anybody's back that I haven't said to their face.
Right.
I can say that absolutely, positively, 100% at this point in the game, without a doubt. And anybody that says any otherwise can go fuck themselves, because it's a lie. Okay? I said it to you because I'm letting you know I know what's up. Mm-hmm. And the little thing in the kitchen the other day, I said to you because I'm letting you know I know what's up. Mm-hmm. And you guys are making yourselves enormous targets.
But we're only two people, Jen and I. Big deal.
And Mike. And outskirt of Zach.
I don't know.
Shake your head, but I know that Zach would be easily separated depending on who the HOH is next week. Mm-hmm. Because as soon as Jen got HOH this week, he was attached to her like a dog with a leash. Mm-hmm. And I don't think Jen's stupid enough not to see it, but Jen is egomaniac enough to enjoy the attention. Attention.
But anyways, right now, I'm voting for you to stay. And if I change, I would let you know. Like, if I wasn't going to, I'd tell you. Well, but I am.
As soon as we sat down, your vote makes no difference.
Right. I know.
And everybody else does too.
Right.
And to be honest with you, best case scenario, my whole week went really well this week. Mm-hmm. I had a great week in the Big Brother house. Mm-hmm. I'm happy as shit. You know, the voices in my head, if you know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. You know, how worried are you? No. Do I look worried? Have I changed one bit? No. Have I stressed? No. Have I lost any sleep? No, I'm up till 5:30 anyway. I play around on the internet, people, and talking shit all night when everybody's asleep. Seriously. You know, and it's like, if you ever had the internet feed, you ever watched it?
No, I haven't. My mom did the first year, but...
I got it, I think, the second season. And it used to bug me that you would see people, like at night or in the morning, just walking around. And you know that they're talking.
Please move your microphone
things,
higher.
You know, and it's like, what the fuck are they thinking? What's going on? Me? I talk to them. Mm-hmm. You know, I might be like, just talking to myself, but I do that at home anyway. Mm-hmm. And I'm here by myself, so might as well let everybody out there know what the fuck is going on in my little pea brain. And I work things through, whether it be about Danielle or about my trust in different people in the house, and, how I trust someone 1 minute and the next minute I catch them in a complete and bull-faced lie. And I'm like, God, can I trust anybody here? So, you did me an enormous favor the first week. And to be honest with you, I don't know if she was in your radar or not, if she would have went up or not. Probably not, but I still think that it was cool of you, period. And I told you that I owed you one, and I will, but you have to understand that when everybody's coming to me saying that you're going to be gunning for HOH to put me up again next week, it makes me think that, do I need to honor this agreement that we have because you're gunning for me?
The only
because I think that I'm rallying people to get you out.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Well, I have bigger fish to fry in here. And to be honest with you, everybody in this place is looking to break up your little deal up there. Mm-hmm. You just made yourself targets, and if you don't know, you're stupid, or you're just lying to me.
No, and
you're with Jen. How the fuck did that happen? What the hell's wrong with you?
She invited herself up to come sleep with me in the HOH.
Well, does that mean
I said
you have
yes.
to align with somebody?
I didn't. There is no. I know you aren't going to believe this. There has been no verbal agreement. There's an understanding, but there is no like.
Well, you set yourself up in two ways. By being so standoffish and not being open with anything of yourself.
But see,
and by being with Jen constantly, and Jen has made herself the biggest target in the Scott M house. And you look at what Danielle's doing so far. She's the fucking Janelle of this season.
I know, she's awesome.
If she gets HOH, Her ass is fucking gone.